Welcome to episode 3 of the Downtown Re-Up podcast. I see you're looking snazzy, back for your next re-up. Huh. Well, I'm glad you came, and on today's episode we have a new guest.
What's going on?
Oh, okay, come on. We didn't have enough money to get our Brad Pitts, our Joe Rogans. But listen, he's Brian, he talks, he's nice.
What's going on?
So on today's episode, since there's no Rangers, as you can see, we won the World Series. We had a whole episode basically dedicated to that. Pretty much the whole episode was just Rangers, and sprinkled a little bit of Cowboys and Mavericks. But on today's episode, we would like to focus on the Dallas Cowboys and the Dallas Mavericks, and that's pretty much it. I mean, the Dallas Stars,
Maybe
but
sprinkle a little bit of Stars.
that's at the end there.
Yeah.
You want to?
Dallas too.
I want to see Dallas, but
That's at the very end.
yeah. You want to start us off, Xavier? Who do you want to start with here?
We're definitely gonna be starting off with the Mavericks here. We had
yeah.
a 4-game stretch this week.
4-game stretch, and what were we? 2-2 in that
2 and
stretch.
2, yeah.
2-2 in that stretch.
We won the Hornets game,
Mhm.
Magic, and we lost to Denver. And surprisingly, we also lost to the Raptors. Very surprising. loss.
Toronto, we lost last night. That was November 8th. And the Denver Nuggets, we lost. It was, when was that? November what?
Let's see. It was
November 3rd. So let's talk a little about that Denver Nuggets loss. We got fraud checked. Is basically what happened. Although I love the Dallas Mavericks, it seems we obviously are not on the same level as the Denver Nuggets, which is the champions from last season. What do you think about the Denver Nuggets there?
I despise them.
What?
The Denver Nuggets, they're just... I hate the team, man. They're so slow. Their pace is just so... I mean, it's I guess easy for the viewer to say. It's so easy to see, like, predict everything. Just stop Jokic. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like Jokic just makes some of the most obvious passes. I feel like it's just so boring, man. Like, just Jokic, man. I hate that guy, man.
Listen, Jokic, I don't know why nobody can stop him, but apparently he's unstoppable. I don't know. You would think a sluggish, tall, not really athletic guy would be able to be stopped by someone like Grant Williams. Someone tough, someone big, but...
Well, look at how Dirk dominated.
Yeah.
That man was slow.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that. But let's talk about our star performers here. We had Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. Doncic with 34 points, and then Kyrie with, what is that, 22 points.
We didn't see much from our cast, really. 9 points from Powell. Surprised me, actually.
No, it's Tim
Tim
Hardaway.
Hardaway. There you go.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway. He had an off night that day. I guess you can assume whenever Tim is on, we're probably going to win that game because kind of a recurring factor here. That if Timmy's good, then we're good.
I saw Powell 9 points. I was so confused. Whoa.
No, I don't think we'll see Powell have a crazy game this year. But
Luka had horrible shooting when it comes to 3-point. He was like, what, 2 for 10? I mean, I feel like Luka, we should expect a little bit more from him from shooting, but I feel like he's an off or none when it comes to 3-point.
The Nuggets, buddy. He went 6 for 11.
6 or 11.
They're lying.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That
What?
Yeah, but
I'm not looking at
You're
the
talking about the
Raptors.
Raptors. We're talking about the Raptors.
Oh.
So we're gonna go from Nuggets to go.
I guess.
Oh,
Little false information there.
New.
Anyways, you know what I'm saying? Still, I mean, I have a lot to say when it comes to this Kyrie Irving trade. I know it's been a while, but Kyrie Irving, out of like any player to trade, I feel like we should use him more as value for a trade. Trade him off the team.
Ooh,
I don't like Kyrie Irving.
That's a big one.
We already have a star point guard. You know, I think on the flip side, we are going the right direction with getting that, drafting that new center. I think he's really good for the team.
This is crazy.
Kyrie Irving, get him out.
I never heard anybody say
I do not agree with you
Get
whatsoever.
out, Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving has brought so much energy to this team on the
Energy.
defensive end. I don't think I've ever seen Luka Doncic play defense as he has now in his career.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen Kyrie Irving play defense as he has now in career. And I don't think I've seen this team as happy as they've ever been, besides with, I don't know what, Theo Pinson. And he's not even on the team anymore. Kyrie Irving, he leads us in steals with 1.5, which is crazy. You would think it would be like who? Like Josh Green or something for us. So obviously we have Luka Doncic, rebounds, assists, blocks. Dwight Powell, surprisingly, he's leading us in blocks. But what Kyrie Irving brings to the team is leadership, experience, and a mentality that we can't get from anywhere else. Because he's won a championship. He knows what it's like to play at an extremely high level that apparently only Luka Doncic knows how to play at. He brings. Well, listen, he's not selfish. I'll tell you that he's not selfish. He knows when to shoot. Although I wish he does shoot more because. Right now, he's going through a little bit of a shooting slump. His threes aren't going in. He's missing a couple of layups, a couple of and ones that I feel like should easily go in.
I feel like he definitely should be making those.
Yeah.
He's been making those all.
The other day, Kyrie Irving airballed the layup.
I remember this actually.
Get him off this.
Okay.
Bro,
Right.
this dude needs to go back to the Nets. You know,
He hates the Nets.
if I was Mavericks, like I said, I'd use him for weight, trade him for a star center, a star big, you know, someone that, you know what I'm saying, can add a lot to the team. They need, Dallas needs a big right now, a good big.
This is true. And
I feel like just for someone to kind of learn, Derek Lively can learn from for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Derek Lively is showing us potential of being our just star player. But I don't want to focus on the negatives here. All right, for now, I want to go on to where we won. Charlotte Hornets. We won 124 to 118.
Those are easy pickings. Oh, those are easy pickings. Like,
Honestly, I thought LaMelo Ball was going to come back out of nowhere that fourth quarter. I think he scored 23 points, 27.
Is that so? Let's see here.
yeah,
in that fourth quarter?
Well, in the fourth quarter, I'm not sure,
he
but
scored like 23 points.
he scored 30 points in total, which
Yeah.
is crazy. I don't expect that of LaMelo, to be honest.
Nah, especially
What?
he started off the season terrible.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe like 15 points, 18 points. Not what you think of when your star point guard is doing that.
he's just getting warmed up.
It's crazy seeing LaMelo Ball outscoring Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic when we saw his highlights all throughout our
I
childhood.
mean, wasn't LaMelo rookie of the year last year?
Was he? I don't remember.
I think he was.
No?
He wasn't?
I think it was. Oh man. Trying to remember.
Jamie
Let's
Fuller.
search it up.
I swear it was LaMelo Ball. Either way, his shoes are fire. You know, I bought one myself.
Paulo Banchero, buddy. I don't even
What?
think he was a rookie that season.
Was he?
Yeah,
No,
I think he-
I don't think he was.
Uh,
No, it wasn't that one. It wasn't that one.
Wait,
No, LaMelo got drafted like in
No.
2021.
He got
he's been in the league for like
Yeah.
3 or 4 years now.
I think Anthony Edwards won. Oh no, you're right. I think it might have been. Let's see.
Just put LaMelo Ball, bro.
Yeah.
Man, you're making me.
Yeah, I told you.
LaMelo
LaMelo Ball.
Ball. LaMelo Ball won Rookie of the Year in 2021.
I mean, LaMelo Ball. I think he's an amazing player. You should have seen that steal that he got. At, what was it? What game was it? He got a big steal, like a huge steal against his one game. I think it
This
happened.
guy's
Like,
a Melo Ball lover.
bro, come on. You don't expect defense from LaMelo Ball,
I
but he
expect
showed
some
up at the end of the game and he got the steal. So that team won a score. I think it was the Raptors, if I'm not mistaken. But let me find it.
By the way, I hate Melo Ball shoes.
What?
That's crazy.
Not the colorway. Not
What?
the colorway.
With the shoe form, like the shoe.
They have sprained my ankles twice wearing them. I hate them. Threw them
Yeah,
away.
well, we don't be wearing them for hooping.
No, I
They're
use it for hooping.
supposed to be-
Cool.
They're supposed to be hooping
I guess
shoes.
you're right.
I hate them.
Okay, so look.
I like the colorway though.
We got the clip right here. You know, maybe I don't know if we got an editor that'll show the clip.
Probably not, but we're gonna give you play-by-play. So let's see. We have Tyrese Halliburton dribbling out the shot clock, and then we see LaMelo Ball going in for a steal, and Halliburton has no idea what's going on.
That is.
Definitely not LaMelo Ball. but-
Anyways, you know the Charlotte was up by 125 by 1 point, and the Pacers Tyrese Halliburton was trying to dribble up to get a game-winning. You know what I'm
He
saying?
pretty much got a game-winning pluck right there.
Yeah.
Let's do the game.
Well, that just goes to show he really put it up there.
That's what I'm saying. LaMelo Ball just needs to get warmed up. LaMelo Ball will be a star player. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And a lot of people just no one who expects LaMelo Ball to get a game-winning steal. You know what I'm saying? That just goes to show how good of a player he's going to be coming to be.
But
Come on.
who else is gonna get a steal in the Hornets? Michael Bridges, maybe?
Brandon Miller. I thought he was a
He's a lot of players.
Brandon Miller. Was he not a defense guy?
Hmm.
Coming
Hey,
in college.
he's known for it, but
He's known for
Yeah.
killing someone. That's what he's known for, Mr. Brandon
okay.
Miller. Gordon Hayward is still in the league. Wow. No, I'm just messing with you. I thought he was still injured, to be honest. Let's see. We have.
What was the next game?
Oh, the next game. So past the Hornets game, we have
Magic.
the Magic game where I was watching that live. That was a great game, except not from the first half. The first half, it seems with every single game we've had, we just can't figure it out. We can't figure it out in the first half. Yeah, we just can't figure it out the first half. And the second half is where we get all hot. Tim Hardaway starts shooting his threes. Kyrie and Luka figure out their flow states, and overall, it just looks more fluid when we have more time under our belts.
Definitely. I'm trying to pull up the stats here. Real quick.
The score there was 117 to 102 for the Orlando Magic versus Dallas Mavericks.
So, wow. So, really, since the Magic game, Grant Williams has been shooting all too well from the 3, 2 for 5, and then he shot Raptor 2 for 10.
Yeah, he had a hot start, and I'm assuming he's just going through his little motions of having slow shooting slumps. But I think Grant Williams is going to be a big performer later on in the season for sure.
Every shooter at one point is going to have some type of slump.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we just hope it's not that big of a slump. It takes a month, a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, it's just a game or two, and he can kind of get back along. Start giving us 15, 20 points a game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Paulo Banchero, the usual suspect to be the leader in points, 22 points. And then, who was their rookie for this year? Anthony Black. He only scored 8 points. I thought he played pretty okay out there. He was shooting threes. That's pretty much all I saw him shoot. He went 2 for 4 for threes. I'm pretty excited to see him play in the future. I do like Anthony Black's game.
Their bench scored most of their points.
Yeah, their bench was pretty much the entire show there.
That's crazy.
Franz Wagner and then Moritz Wagner, of course the twins, or not the twins, but the brothers. They played on the floor, and they had a little moment talking about how they're brothers and all that, but you know how that goes.
Yeah. And the usual Luka almost pretty much scored 29 points. Let's see. Yeah, 29 with 6 assists. Usual normal day for Luka.
Usual subjects. We do want to highlight another player. We're a pretty big fan of this guy, Mr. Bryant would like to take it away and talk about this.
Yes.
Guy.
Anthony Edwards. Oh my gosh.
You know, I'll tell you one thing. I used to hate Anthony Edwards. Something about him. I don't know. But then, after his first, before he came into the NBA, something about him I didn't like, but he sure shut me up.
I feel like
first season.
Anthony Edwards is I feel like he just appears as an arrogant player, but and when you see him actually talk and speak to press and act like his way towards you know what I'm saying, regular people, I feel like he just seems like a really cool, humble dude, a funny guy. I mean, I always liked him since he came to the league, but I just want to touch up a little bit on the game that he had the other day against Celtics.
Bro, he went off. Title contenders.
Oh my gosh, Anthony Edwards is literally carrying Minnesota on their back.
This is definitely our favorite.
Oh no, not I was talking about the
No,
it was
the Celtics.
I was like, you're on something, buddy.
The Celtics. So the Wolves. Anthony Edwards just bombed on
in
the Celtics.
Overtime. Anthony Edwards is literally the only one scoring.
Yeah,
he had back-to-back buckets, 3, 4 in a row. He was just destroying them. I mean, honestly, everyone always talked about Anthony Edwards getting just being one of the stars. And honestly, I never saw it. I always thought he was gonna be a regular player that, you know what I'm saying, has you know what I'm saying, moments once in a while. But honestly, he's proving me wrong, and that dude is a monster.
We need to convince him to cut to the Mavericks somehow. I don't know how we're gonna do it.
That would be nasty.
That's gonna be a nasty combo.
He would play small forward maybe. Shoot.
Who knows? A man can dream though.
What a guy. MJ 2.0 for real.
And then moving on to the next game, which was Toronto Raptors.
I don't want to talk about that.
This was last night. As we're recording this, it was last night. And it was a pretty disappointing game. Derek Lively was out. He was sick, non-COVID related, thankfully. I'm sure he's okay now. But when your team relies on a sensor to win a game, to dominate the paint, to really just intimidate the other team when they get too close to our bucket, you know your team isn't really that good. And it really showed us where we're weak and all that.
What? You said if a team relies on their center, they're not that good.
Rookie center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a rookie. He's my age, and we're relying on him to control the paint. Dwight Powell and Max Kleber they just weren't handling it. Rashawn Holmes, I think, finally made his debut. Right, if I'm not mistaken. He made his debut. I thought he played pretty okay, but of course he needs more running minutes under his belt. But
How
we
old are you?
obviously really need him back.
How old are you?
I'm 19. Same age as Derek Lively.
Yeah.
How
old are you?
18.
Right. This guy's not 18.
20 guys.
Oh,
24.
oldest
Don't
man
need to be
here.
my dad.
Old man.
All right.
But yeah, the score for that game was 116 to 127. I thought we were gonna win this game. In the first half, we really showed up. I mean, it was a complete 180 from our other games. Whereas in the past games, we would be really slow, really trash in the first half. This time, we were pretty good, pretty picking it up in the first half, and we kind of just got torn apart at the end. Yeah.
Oh. Anyways,
It's over.
we have Carter back.
There goes
He has
the
just
money.
returned.
Carter's back from his duties.
Yeah, I've returned
So what do you think about this game, Carter? Did you see it? This game here?
from last night.
Last night?
Yeah, I think it was the worst game we've had all season. Like I was telling George before the podcast, I feel like it was watching the Mavs from last year again. You know, no center play, no offensive rebounds, really just putting up shots quickly for no reason.
Luka was really forcing that three. He went 2 for 10 there.
Yeah, and at the beginning of the fourth, Kyrie was going off, and then Luka wouldn't give him the ball anymore. So it wasn't poorly coached. It was more like we didn't have Derek Lively. That was pretty much
It was
it.
just really soft. Incredibly soft game from us. Grant Williams still in a shooting slump. Still in a shooting slump. Got 6 points. He just couldn't shoot that day.
Our threes in general were terrible, really. The only one that did decent was Jones, pretty much 3 for 5. Really only Kyrie 3 for 7.
Grant Williams.
Grant Williams.
I don't know who in the GM thought it was a good idea to get him. I mean, Grant Williams he's an average player. I mean, I feel like his career fell off as soon as he, wasn't that overtime. No, it wasn't overtime. It was a game-winning free throws, and this dude told the other team, "I'll make both of them." He did not make both of them. He missed both of them, and the other team won because of that. I mean, after that, I feel like his confidence was just shot. I mean, I feel like the GM for Mavericks just need to make better trades and picks. I mean, I don't know. Grant Williams is not it.
Are you a hater, buddy?
Yeah.
He is. He's just a LaMelo Ball lover.
Melo Ball lover.
I
Grant
don't know what's
Williams
good
hater.
for the Dallas Mavericks. They're just not a contender right now. Not with who they have. You know what I'm saying? Luka and Kyrie just carrying them all the time.
I do think Grant Williams is a step in the right direction, though. He's a 3-and-D player, physical. He plays what we need. We need defense. We need hustle. We need somebody strong.
He plays in our system very
He
well.
plays in our system very well.
And he kind of reminds me of like a Dwight Powell who can shoot threes and play defense a little bit better.
Oh, so the opposite of Dwight Powell.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, just like a physique kind of style, athletic kind of
He's
style.
6'6".
Yo, what the? I swear this dude is small as hell.
No, he's
Just a bulky
huge.
guy.
He's massive,
Just
bro.
bulk, man.
Grant Williams is massive.
Oh, Batman. All bulk.
But yeah, I mean, that was just a showing of Dwight Powell center basketball again. You know, I mean, Dwight Powell, he was out there for 24 minutes, put up he put up more than one shot because he had free throws, but I mean, he was only 1 for 1 on field goals, you know, and that's just not good enough. We got 0 offensive rebounds from Dwight Powell, while with Lively it would have easily been 4, something like that, you know, and every offensive rebound is another opportunity on the same possession instead of giving up possession on a shot. It looked just like how we were last year, putting up a shot and just running straight back on defense because we knew we weren't going to get the ball back.
Okay, you know, as a commentator, you know, I will admit my wrongs. I thought Grant Williams was a shorter player. I don't know. I just don't feel. He seems like he's like a 5'9" player. I swear. But
It's like a monkey boat.
He's
though.
6'6", and you know what I'm saying. I feel like as they work out their chemistry a little bit, I feel like Grant Williams will definitely bring a lot. And as a 3-and-D player, you know, that's what we want in Dallas Mavericks.
I respect you.
Jason Tatum stats out there. Holy.
Well, you know,
Just want to see how tall he was.
yeah, for comparison there.
Yeah.
Yeah, common misconception about Grant Williams.
He just looks so small.
He's not 5'4". He's not. Let's see here. Derrick Jones Jr. In the first quarter, in the first half, he was playing pretty good. I thought he was playing pretty good. He had another highlight dunk because that's what he does. That's what he signed him for his long wingspan. I didn't know he could shoot threes like this. As a commentator, I didn't do my research on him. I just thought he was a dunk guy. He won the dunk contest over Aaron Gordon, and he's shooting lights out basically.
Yeah,
This game, he shot 3 for 5, which is great.
He really isn't known that much as a 3-point guy either. He
What are you talking about?
This is the most threes he shot per game. I guess most of the threes he's attempted per game in his whole career.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe this is something maybe the Mavs scouting department kind of knew, like, hey, this guy, he doesn't really put up many threes, but I think we can fix that, and he can be a real 3-and-D threat guy for us. And he's for sure been that. I mean, like we've been saying since episode 1, Luka elevates people's shooting percentages because he just gives you wide open shots. And if you're in the NBA, a lot of the times, if you get wide open shots, you know, you're draining it more than likely than obviously most of other people in the world because you're in the NBA. You know,
you're kind of getting paid for that.
So everybody can shoot. You know, you just have to have the point guard to give them those open shots, and Luka does exactly that.
Yeah, he's a career 30% 3-point shooter, and although it's really early in the season, currently he's shooting 38%, close to that 40 mark. So he's almost lights out for his standards.
Yeah, and a guy who is on that 40 mark.
Because next week showed me all my financials in one place.
It's
Let me
over.
stay focused.
A guy who is on that 40 mark, THJ,
Tim Hardaway.
sixth man of the year front runner right now.
He got 17 points last night. He's honestly like our Carmelo. He doesn't even pass. He barely rebounds.
Yeah, he's just straight points off of the bench. And in a sense, it's good that that's exactly what him and Hardy are, coming off of the bench, just straight scoring machines.
Punch to get the first team ignited.
Yeah.
Come back in.
But that definitely shows our defensive weakness.
Yeah.
They're straight scorers. THJ, not much defense there.
Mm-hmm.
Powell, some defense there. I mean, he had a good steal last night. He had some good inside the paint plays. Hardy, obviously, we know no defense really there. Maxey has some defense, but I hate playing Maxey, man.
It didn't show. I think because he's coming off of that injury, right? Or he was hurt for a little bit, but his defense last night was pretty lackluster. He was getting pushed around by the Raptors paint play, and I don't know. I was expecting more out of Maxey. I'm a big fan of Maxey, and just Maxey. You know, you got to pick up the call anytime he comes, but he really disappointed me last night.
Is Christian Woods even in the Mavericks anymore?
No, he got sent to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't get sent to the Lakers. He went to free agency, and then he went to the Lakers.
He's in the Lakers?
He's
Yeah.
playing trash.
Yeah, he's pretty terrible.
Seth Curry, what is that?
Good idea.
Oh, Seth Curry. We don't even play Seth Curry.
No.
We don't?
Which is crazy. I
Wow.
thought we would play him a lot, considering
You know-
we get a lot of open shooters.
He did play a little bit. I don't know if he played this game, but I know
I
the
feel like
game
he should play
before he was putting up some middies.
He scored 2 points that game. I believe I was there in the Nets. I think the
Yeah.
Nets or the Chicago Bulls. I saw
Yeah.
his only shot of the game.
Yeah, he was putting up some middies.
I feel like he's a pretty good player.
Seth
I feel like I should sub him in a little bit more.
Yeah, he is. But
Just
I think a player we for sure need to start subbing in more is Max Prosper.
Yeah, I don't think I've even has even touched the hardwood this season. No, 0-0-0.
Bro,
Putting up
And
Tony Snell numbers.
they said the coaching staff was like, we're not sending him to the G League. Like, that's not
What?
even an option for
That's
us.
stupid.
It's
And
incredible.
it's like, okay, so you're not going to send him to the G League to improve, and you're not going to put him in games in the NBA to
He's gonna
improve.
be the next Bobo.
How is he supposed to get better, you know?
I mean, well, I guess we were wrong, right? He got 1 minute in the Denver Nuggets where he did absolutely nothing. But I mean, that just goes back to it. Like, why is he getting 1 minute? We drafted him because we felt that we needed his skills. We felt that we needed his overall talent, but we're just not playing him at all.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to be really important. Well, I thought he was going to be really important to this team, but apparently the coaching staff doesn't think so. I'm biased. I'm a players type of guy, and I feel he should at least get a chance. At
No.
least.
So, as a Mavs fan, I'm still kind of upset about how we didn't take advantage of Christian Wood, right?
Yeah,
I feel like
Mhm.
I don't know. Christian Wood is just such a good player. He can shoot. You know what I'm saying? He can definitely finish and defend. I feel like I don't know. I feel like we should have just built him a little bit more and just you know what I'm saying? Probably like coached him, built chemistry and all that. And I don't know. I feel like when I saw that trade, I was so excited. Like Christian Wood, like yo, this dude's he's a big. He can shoot. He can definitely add a lot to the team. I felt like that's what we needed at the time. But I feel like the Mavs definitely underplayed him and didn't really cater to him too much and just use him more as a way to trade and stuff.
Didn't Jason Kidd and Christian would have some? They were like beefing about some stuff during that season.
Yeah, there was a lot of off-court stuff that was happening. I think that played a big factor into it.
I think almost every Mavs fan doesn't even want him as their coach anymore.
Jason Kidd, that's pretty true. On Twitter, you'll see a lot of kid out stuff.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm not a kid out yet until we hit that mid-season. Because right now he's doing okay.
No, I'm definitely kidding in right now. He's doing great in my opinion for the players that he has. I really think just last season, the front office failed him in getting what he really needed during the trade deadline. And while yes, we needed some guard play and getting Kyrie was great. I think it would have been even cooler if we got like a top 10 big man.
Yeah.
I think that would have been definitely better than getting Kyrie.
I feel like Dirk Nowitzki could literally coach better than him.
Ooh,
Like,
Dirk as a coaching staff, dude.
I feel like get him at.
I'm pretty sure.
Someone else.
Does Dirk even want to be a coach? I'm pretty sure he said he didn't want to.
Really?
I'm pretty sure he said he didn't.
Yeah, I think Dirk is like somewhat in some way involved with the Mavericks.
Yeah.
I think he's some type of coach or
He's
scout
probably
or
like
something.
yeah,
Sort of
that's right.
advice.
But
He
yeah.
for sure is good buddies with Luca. We know that. Like,
And they're
plaster that all over the media.
the bestest of friends.
And so, do we play tomorrow or today?
We play if we're posting it the same day as we're recording. We're playing tomorrow, Friday, against the Clippers. The play-in tournament. Do we know if we're playing at home? Or playing
We
at home
can
or
we can
what?
see right here.
Let's see. Let's pull that up here. So, but yeah, overall, the Clippers.
Yeah, we play home.
It seems we don't. If I'm not mistaken, we're not really the guys to play Clippers at home. Like at home, it seems we kind of like falter under the Clippers. But let it be at them, we're pretty dang good against the Clippers. It's always a good rivalry, fun matchup against the Clippers.
Oh wow.
That was before, of course, James Harden.
The
came to it.
Clippers on paper is like a really good team.
Oh, yeah.
On paper, I mean, all those players. I mean, most of them. I hate to say it, but I mean, I used to be a fan of all these players, but most of them are washed. PG, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, all washed.
Is Kawhi washed to you?
Sadly, bro, low key, bro. Kawhi's low key
Yeah,
washed.
did you see the Clippers last night? I think there was this like clip where like James Harden threw like a pass.
Oh yeah,
He threw it into
that's
the
coming my way.
seats.
That's horrible. Like that's literally horrible, unacceptable. I think I've seen Harden do those type of passes like 10 times already, and like 10 different teams. Like it's just why is Harden still in the league?
Yeah, it seemed. Oh yeah, Harden. I hope he doesn't find his stride this game. I hope he still struggles to find his place into the rotation, into the lineup with the Clippers. Because if obviously they're all superstar talents except maybe Russell Westbrook, but he can probably turn it on when he wants if he's getting the ball.
Yeah.
I just hope they have a mingling issue against us tonight, tomorrow.
We need it.
We need that. We need because like if they're all on, we stand no chance. Of course, unless it's Ivica Zubac, which
Or
Yeah,
Luka drops 60 points.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean for sure, by Friday, I think Lively will be back.
Yeah.
And I think Zubac will actually, Zubac, he's a decent NBA center. He's known, he's solidified himself on that Clippers team as a center. And that's, I think that'll be an actual good opportunity for Lively to show what he's got because he did struggle. I also, it was a matchup problem with the Denver and Jokic. That's not a very good matchup for Lively. He doesn't want to be on the perimeter too much. So, now playing against Zubac, it'll definitely be a way better matchup for him to show that he is a superior inside center than some of these other inside centers that have been here a while.
Yeah. What do y'all's score predictions? Let's start from here to leading on over there. What do you think the score is going to be for this play-in tournament? For this tournament?
Probably like 124 to 100 something.
Ooh, is it gonna be a blowout too?
Probably.
Wait,
towards the Mavericks are winning.
Who's winning? Oh,
Mavericks.
Mavericks. All right. I think it's gonna be 116. No, scratch that. Let's do 123 to 114.
I feel like
Mavericks winning.
it's gonna be pretty even, like during the like most of the match until the end, until when the Mavericks find their groove.
Oh yeah, I feel that. I feel like we're gonna get a. I feel like we're gonna get a good performance from Timmy that game. I hope so, because when Timmy's hot, I feel like like I said earlier in the episode, I feel like we win more when Timmy's hot, if anything.
I mean, when Timmy's hot, I mean, what can anyone do when Timmy's hot?
That dude just pulls up in your
Yeah.
face and just does. I was watching the game. I'm like, no way he shoots. He just. It's
Dude,
all
and
you
it
saw.
was crazy, the confidence, bro, because he shot it from the top of the three, and he missed, and that shit bounced right back to him, and he just shot it again. No thoughts at all about passing it to somebody else. Just shoot it. Oh, okay, I'll shoot it fucking again, and it went in.
I mean,
You know?
when he's hot, man, he just does facials to everybody.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and I feel like a lot of our players do that, though. I mean, a lot of these threes that, Luka, Kyrie, THJ put up, they're a lot like just in your face threes. We don't care, you know?
Yeah.
And, they do pretty well. And I feel like a good Mavs win is going to come here. 119 to 112.
What do you think?
I was 118 to 104.
Who do you think are? No, I was gonna ask, who do you think our leading point scorer is gonna be? I think we all
Definitely
Luka.
Yeah, definitely Luka.
Yeah, I think
He hates
we're-
the Clippers.
I hope we get at least a 22 plus performance from Kyrie Irving, which as of recently he's been doing just that. And I feel like he's gonna continue his groove, maybe even score more this time. I just hope he gets his shot. Maybe we'll see his shot break out this game, because his shot has been not really landing in the earlier games. But maybe this time against the Clippers, when he knows he has to show up, it's all competition. I think it's gonna be a tough game.
Have
Really
we
tough game.
have we even seen a Mavericks versus Suns matchup yet?
Not yet.
No,
Yeah,
no, yeah.
not
But
yet.
the Suns look terrible.
Do they?
Yeah.
They don't have any center. Who has Nurkic? Nurkic? Nurkic?
Nurkic. Yeah.
And he's not anywhere.
I feel like everyone would be excited for those. What about KD? What's his performance looking like?
He's KD. He's
KD.
always gonna be good.
I think KD like threw one of the games. No, like on the inbound pass, he lost it, and then he kind of just stood there. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah.
I think Bradley Beal last night. It was against the Chicago Bulls, which are not contenders. They're not even slated to make the playoffs for real. It was overtime, and they won by 1 point. And Bradley Beal, I think, scored 4 points. Which, from a guy you're paying basically a record amount of money, you expect him to score more.
Yeah, I'm pretty I'm pretty happy about the downfall of the Suns, or at least what they look like right now. Obviously they could hit a switch all of a sudden in the middle of the season, and their stars are start performing. But right now the team looks super injury prone. They don't look consistent, and they don't look like what they should look like. They have 3 stars on their team, and they look like they barely even have KD performing.
3 stars, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much anybody out there.
Just imagine if the Mavericks win this year and the Cowboys win this year. That'd just be the craziest thing. Like,
We talked about that in episode
Good
2.
job,
We
good
did.
job.
If we all win this year, I don't know. I'd probably spontaneously combust. I don't know. I'm just gonna pop. I don't know what's going on. I'd just be so overfilled with joy. But I feel like that'd be everybody, right?
yeah, no, that'd be crazy for sure.
But all right, before we log out, let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys. I'm gonna throw it off to Xavier. He's wearing a good old Cowboys
yeah,
logo.
yeah.
Before we
The
change,
Cowboys
did we
fan.
even get y'all's opinions on the scores?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it? Oh, yeah. Making sure.
Go ahead.
Mr.
Take us away,
Cowboy.
Cowboys, man.
Alright. Where it is, you don't even have the Cowboy stuff up to you.
Because I know exactly what happened in the game. I don't need the Cowboys stuff.
I just know
Yeah.
there was a whole bunch of fouls that honestly weren't really called, especially on Gilmore with
On the PI on AJ
I
Brown.
feel like I've seen that clip multiple times running around Twitter. I don't think it should have been close to being called a what was it called?
PI.
Whatever that is, bro. I'm over here trying to.
Maybe he's not the Cowboys
No,
guy.
I'm not, bro. I'll be honest. I've been watching the Cowboys lately. The past 2 games, I'll say.
All right, I got it.
You see?
So pretty much, at the gate, it was score, 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 pretty much from both sides. And while that was happening, there was a lot of iffy penalty calls that led to the Eagles scoring. And one example was the PI, and then there was multiple holds on Parsons not called, and then there was iffy defensive holding calls. So it felt very one-sided as far as the calls were, and not only did it feel one-sided, it felt very cheap. It's one thing calling only flags for one side, but then there's another thing calling flags that don't even appear to be flags, that you're kind of just calling just a call, you know. So that was a real disappointment for the game. And two times, the Cowboys were 1 inch off of scoring. They were 1 inch off of a touchdown to Schoolmaker, and he basically got tackled before he got the ball, which should have been a defensive PI and a first down. And the other one was Dak Prescott stepping out of bounds, like at the 1 yard line on a 2 point conversion, which would have allowed us just to kick a field goal to send the game to overtime. And instead, obviously, in the fourth quarter, last drive, we were at the 5. Then there was a penalty call. Then he got sacked. So it was, it feels like one of those games, like how for Tottenham versus Chelsea, we performed very, very well to where we feel like we could have won the game. But unfortunately, due to the calls and due to what seemed like centimeters, we didn't walk out with the win. So I'm not too upset about it, but obviously I hate the Eagles, so I am a little upset about it.
Well, you can only expect so much from a Cowboys fan. Of course, we're gonna hate the Eagles. I mean, it's basic. It's like H2O. There's always two O's, two H's. My bad. But yeah. You got something to say? You might have to say it. All right.
But yeah, I mean, this week we got the Giants at home. We haven't lost a home game since like the first or second game of last year. So I'm feeling pretty confident about it.
And it's the Giants.
Yeah, and it's the Giants. Giants are terrible. Daniel Jones just tore his ACL, and they have some random Italian dude that was undrafted in there at quarterback. Yeah, his name is like something DeVito, I think.
Oh, I think I saw like a clip passing around where they're talking about how he looks like an old Italian dude or something. I don't know.
Mob gangster.
Yeah, exactly. He looks like the stereotypical mob gangster in a movie, but I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna see anything better from him that we would see from. Dang, I forgot his name. Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, yeah, he's pretty forgettable.
Yeah, Danny Dimes over there apparently.
But all right, let's go around and get some score predictions. We'll start at Bryant, and then we'll come around again.
Cowboys. Who are they going against?
The Giants.
Scored
New York
40
Giants.
on them last time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say
Little
probably
40
like,
piece.
I mean, say 100 to 0.
Okay.
I mean, you're probably not far off.
Might be playing Madden that day.
I'm just kidding. I mean, I don't know. Like probably like let's say like 35 to 12.
Oh,
12. That's fair enough.
that's pretty close to what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking. Actually, that's really good. I'm gonna go with what you said right there. That was pretty good. I was thinking
35,
something else,
12?
but
Okay.
you really caught my eye.
All right, Xavier.
I mean, I think we're going to score at least 42 to
Oh,
45
okay.
points
Okay.
to 1 touchdown, 7 points.
Yeah. I'm feeling 38 to 10. I think by the fourth quarter, most of our starters will be out. They'll get some petty touchdown.
Yeah.
The max they're getting is probably 1 touchdown. I don't see them really scoring. Probably, like you said, just a few goal afterwards. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and I'm expecting another amazing CeeDee Lamb game.
Mhm.
He had a great game without scoring a touchdown against the Eagles, and that was against the Eagles, man. This is the Giants. The Giants are a joke, man. So I'm feeling at least a touchdown from CeeDee, probably another 100-yard game, and that'll also be very
100%.
good for my fantasy team.
Oh yeah. Unless Cowboys. Do you guys have anything else to add?
No, I mean, that's pretty much it. Obviously, then we have the Stars.
If you want more
have
in-depth
lost.
stuff, we have an Instagram at downtime_re-up. We talk about the Stars. We talk about every single DFW game on there, and we give us our little opinions sprinkled in. Yeah, go check us out on Instagram.
Yeah,
Martavis
and
Bryant
you
signed.
get we got Martavis Bryant on the practice squad.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good signing. Michael Gallup's been
When
pretty
was the
weak.
last time he played? I forgot.
Well, he got suspended for the marijuana. So I think it's been like a season or two since he played. He was banned for a
I
while
think it was
because
2018.
he had multiple offenses, so he's been out of the league for a minute. But yeah, the Instagram we have, everything after every game. We post a score, give our thoughts, and we also give y'all anytime there's any breaking news. There's breaking news. We'll tell y'all about it. There's rumors or contract extensions, anything like that. It's gonna be on Instagram, and we'll let y'all know as soon as we know.
I guess.
Take us to the stars. I guess you're the one that knows the most.
Oh yeah, as far as the Stars have been pretty terrible as of late.
Oh.
They started really
We
good.
shouldn't
They've been pretty bad, but you know what? They're gonna turn it around. It's okay. The Stars are gonna win the Stanley Cup. Don't worry about it, guys.
I appreciate the confidence, and I'm gonna keep that hope throughout the whole season.
Yeah, Jason Robertson's on score to beat his 46 goals from last season,
Yeah.
which would be a franchise record. He would break his own record. So he's on pace to get 50 this year so far.
I want to go to a couple Stars games, but
I would love to.
who knows?
They're just so physical.
Yeah. Is it cold in there? I mean, it's an ice rink, right?
It's cold, but
It's
it's not
light.
like freezing cold. It's
A little
cold.
light sweater, you'll be okay.
There's a little breeze in there. You'll be alright.
Well, Mr. Brown, what are you staring at there? Are you staring at our viewers?
Oh, sorry. I just
He's smoldering them.
person just watching just been so good today.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
can't take my eyes off them.
Well-
Then yeah, I guess FC Dallas plays Friday as well. They need to win to advance,
Must win.
and then if they lose, they're out.
Once again,
They are
did I
gonna-
feel terrible.
They're
last
they
game.
they're gonna win.
How was
Because-
the experience? Y'all went to the FC Dallas game.
Yes, we
Very
did.
fun.
It was awesome. They have this thing this season where like it's like light the flame or something like that.
Mhm.
So they like have a whole bunch of fire everywhere, like at the beginning of the game, and when we score,
You can feel it. Too.
yeah, like you can
actually
feel the
feel it.
heat.
Like it's
of,
really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally like huge things of fire at one of the
It's like on the-
at the behind of one of the goals. It's just huge things of fire that they just
me,
keep
me and
lighting off.
Carter are pretty much by the middle of the field, and it's all the way on the other side of the field, and you can feel the flames.
Yeah,
that
dude.
fire.
Like
Wow.
Insane.
I imagine if you're close to it,
Yeah.
you're probably baking a little bit.
There's a couple eyebrows synced up behind
Yeah,
that
like a whole bunch
goalpost.
of Josh Dobbs over there.
Slow baking you, bro.
Getting toasted, roasted.
That pretty much wraps us
Yeah,
up.
that's it.
Nothing up with the
Yeah,
Rangers. I guess if y'all aren't following the Instagram,
Shohei Otani's coming.
Shohei Ohtani's coming,
He's coming.
first of all,
Mm-hmm.
and we extended Leclerc, or we used his club option,
Mhm.
so he's here for another year, and Andrew
And
Heaney
Heaney.
activated his player option, so he's here for another year. If y'all don't follow the Instagram,
Possibly, they're
y'all would
saying
know that
Mitch
if y'all
Garver
did.
might be going.
Yeah, and Mitch Garver's pretty much gone. We didn't give
Pretty
Mitch
much.
Garver a qualifying offer, which means more than likely we're gonna lose him to free agency, which is okay because we're gonna get Shohei
That
Ohtani.
means Shohei can come in and play DH now.
Yeah, Shohei's gonna be
I
new DH.
saw on ESPN. He wanted what was this like 520 million for 10 years.
Who?
What is Shohei Ohtani?
Shohei
How
Ohtani?
much he wants to get
Oh, I
paid?
thought you were talking about Mitch Garver. I was like,
No. I think he's like estimated to like make
No,
like
that's
52
estimate,
million
yeah.
a year, right?
I wonder if we
52
have that
million.
much bread.
Nah,
I don't think so. But listen, man can dream.
That's a lot of bread.
Shohei Ohtani to the Rangers would be stuff of legends. I mean, come on.
And
That's
if I think we talked about this last time, but now that the rumors are heating up, would y'all be okay losing Jordan Montgomery, meaning we get Shohei Ohtani?
Well, he can't pitch till 2025, right? Shohei Ohtani, so we're losing
Yeah.
half of
He,
his.
he wouldn't be
skill
able to
set there.
pitch either the whole year or most of this year. Same thing with DeGrom. DeGrom's gonna be out half of the year as
Well,
well.
pretty much be Evaldi really
Yeah.
carrying us.
Our bullpen will be back down to Dunning, Abaldi, Gray, Heaney, and Leclerc isn't a starting pitcher, Xavier.
Oh, wait, no, I thought you were talking about bullpen.
No, I'm talking about starters.
Oh,
Yeah,
my bad.
I don't even know who our fifth guy would be. I think we would need to get some random fifth guy. Oh wait, Martin
Put me in-
Perez.
Put me in there.
But I don't want to pitch Martin Perez. That dude's terrible.
Listen, beggars can't be choosers in this. Listen, I think whatever it takes to get the best, you kind of have to go for it. I mean, you're gonna get so much money from on a business standpoint. You got to go for the biggest names in baseball. Fan standpoint, we may see a little bit of decline at first, but obviously, if he's obviously a real superstar, so he's gonna pick it up and he's gonna show off.
Yeah, I mean he's a almost guaranteed 40 home runs a season guy.
Basically.
and his speed on the base is undeniable as well.
For being such a big guy, that guy can move, man. That guy can
Yeah,
move.
man.
6'5", 200 and something. He's
6'5". I thought he was like 6'3",
yeah,
6'4".
I didn't,
Oh,
I
that
didn't
dude's
think they made
massive.
him.
He's
Holy.
massive.
Huge guy.
But yeah, I personally, I would be okay losing out on Jordan Montgomery if we get Shohei, but I would still want to sign another starter.
That's fair.
I don't want Martin Perez being relied on. And then if Martin Perez does go down, then who are we going to rely on? Cody Bradford? Like Cody Bradford's good in the bullpen, but as a starter, he was terrible. So we need somebody.
Who else are the Rangers really our eyes on really now, right? Instead of obviously Shohei.
Shohei.
You know
That's
what?
That's all we need to have our eyes on.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, if your eyes are set on Shohei, I mean, really, that's probably what all your resources are going towards. I don't. Other than Shohei and Jordan Montgomery, that's all I really see us needing. Bats wise, well, obviously with Shohei, we'll get an upgrade, and then pitching wise, we just need one other starter, and we'll be good.
I feel like we should just take Ronald Acuna Jr.
Oh yeah.
Just steal him from the Braves. Get him out of there.
Now that's a move.
I don't think we got the
I don't know. I didn't think I thought about that. No, wow.
He's not wrong.
You really threw us for a curve there. All right. If unless anybody else has anything other to add, nothing.
No.
You sir, you got anything to say?
No.
No? About you? Nothing. Luka Doncic. This has been episode 3 of the Downtime Re-Up podcast. It's been real. I'll see you next time for your next Re-Up.